What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another update for you guys. Some stuff I've gotten in that I've been waiting on for a while on some of it, but some stuff has finally came in. So let's dive into this pretty massive collection update. Let's go. All right, guys. Here we are. Update time. Got quite a few things to go through, but I'm gonna start with some Arrow video and some Scream, Shout Factory stuff, some Unearthed Films, things like that. Uh, yeah, some Dark Force stuff that came in. I realized that they were waiting on Fangs. Of course, I ordered back on Black Friday, but they were waiting on that. I know they had some delays with the slips and stuff too, but yeah. Anyways, let's start by going over a few things for review here from 101 Films and from Shudder. Got a couple titles to talk to you guys about on those labels there. So we'll start with the 101 Film stuff. Of course, I just got the screeners of these, which is fine. They're the same quality and everything as the real release, with the case and everything. But I got Monster Man, which is a movie about a monster man that drives a monster truck. You got two guys on a road trip. One guy's trying to pronounce his love for some girl that's getting ready to get married, and he's got his, I guess, buddy, even though they don't really get along too good, along with him. He kind of sneaks a ride, and the one guy tries to be real funny all the time, and the other guy kind of reminds me of, I believe his name was Adam in this, the main character who's trying to get to this girl. Reminds me, if you guys have ever seen Euro Trip, the guy with the like fanny packs and stuff, and always like prepped for everything and all that. He's one of those characters. He's real attached to Velcro and things like that. Takes like real good care of his car and all this, and just kind of a nerdy character. And then the other guy just doesn't really give a shit about anything and always trying to just have fun and crack jokes and all that stuff. And them two are trying to get there, and along the way they meet a monster man in a monster truck. I'll say the opening was pretty cool. It starts out with like a kill scene at the opening, and then you have like an hour's time goes by where it's pretty much just these two until they pick up this hitchhiking woman. Again, I think she just like sneaks in the car too. They start going along with her. She's really attractive, and they're both attracted to her. And I don't want to give too much away of the movie, but there's something else about her. I'll just say that. But like an hour goes by where there's not really any horror or anything going on. There's a couple scenes where the monster truck's like running them off the road, things like that. They come across some bodies that he's already been to, and yeah, it's kind of, I'll be honest, it's kind of boring until they get to this small town in the last act of the film. That's when this thing really goes just batshit crazy. Lots of, well, I won't say lots of, but there's a couple of interesting characters once they get to the small town, especially Monster Man's brother, or someone's brother. I'll just say that, who's not so much human anymore. But he's definitely a character for sure. He had me cracking up quite a few times. I'm not going to go into deep detail about this character of how he looks or anything. You guys will have to watch the movie to find out. I think this is worth watching just for that last act. Up until that point, it's just kind of hit and miss. There's a couple funny scenes, but I think the guy trying to be funny all the time just tries too hard. But yeah. It's a decent watch. I'll show you guys the features and everything. I'll bring up the product description so you guys can see the actual casing and everything as I'm talking about this. So you guys can see what all is involved with this release. But I recommend giving it a watch. Yeah, not too bad. All right, next from 101 Films was a film called Baghead. Baghead's another one that nothing really happens for about an hour of the movie. You have a group of friends who they start out going to see a film, a low budget independent film, and found out, hey, he made this for really cheap. He did it this way. He filmed people not knowing that they were being filmed and things like this. Like, hey, if he can do this and make all this money, so can we. So we're going to take a weekend trip. We're going to go to this cabin in the woods, and we're going to come up with a script. We're gonna make a movie for next to nothing like he did. And they go out there, and it's more of a love story, some love triangle stuff going on between a couple of the characters. Just them sitting around talking a lot. And then one of them has a dream where she sees this guy with a bag over his head. And that's when they come up with this idea for this movie called Baghead. It's all shot like handheld style, kind of guerrilla filmmaking, if you will. But nothing really happens throughout the whole movie until, again, the last act. I kind of saw what was going to happen. I kind of started thinking about stuff from earlier on in the film and everything. I kind of knew what the ending was going to be. The ending doesn't quite play out like they expected it to, but yeah, it's a good movie though. I will say. I mean, for being shot on handhelds and everything, I really cared about the characters. The one guy has a big crush on this one girl, and she just wants to be friends. She says he's like a brother to her, and she just wants to kind of keep it that way. She's got a thing for another guy who's with this other girl. So you got like this, like I said, this love triangle stuff going on. But the characters were pretty interesting. Like, you got to know each character, and you actually gave a shit about the characters, which is really nice to see in a movie. Yeah, again, this is another one that, again, I don't have the real thing to show you. I hate not having the real thing to show you guys, but I will bring up on the screen here, and you guys can see what the real release looks like and the features and everything. But I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. I like movies that revolve around movies as well. So you got this group of people trying to come up with an idea for a movie and everything, and that always intrigues me. And the character development's just fantastic in this one. I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but it was one of those movies that was a nice break from, even though there's a couple like spooky scenes, I wouldn't consider it a horror film by any means. So it was a nice break from watching so many horror movies to actually get some good character development and actually care about the characters. And it's just a good film. It really is. I really enjoyed that one quite a bit. So definitely recommend Baghead over Monster Man. Monster Man's a good watch just for that last act. Other than that, it's not a great film by any means. These are both older, early 2000s releases, I do believe. Again, I don't have the case to show you what years they are or anything, but yeah. So thank you, 101, for sending those over. Really appreciate that. The next one up is Caveat. This is a Shudder original. This is from Acorn Media, or Acorn, I don't know what the rest of it is, Acorn Entertainment or something. This is Acorn Media International. There we go. This is the UK release of this. This is available now over in the UK. Of course, I get the little paper there. This might have more information for you guys. Again, it is available now. It did come out on February 28th. So, yeah, well, tomorrow as far as the video is concerned. But I'll just say now. So, you guys over in the UK, this will be available on Monday the 28th. This one it's a slow burn. Very, very slow burn. This is from 2021 release. So this is a pretty recent release to Shudder. If you guys have Shudder and it's on there still, then I don't know if they removed their originals or not. I do not have Shudder. But anyways, this is a movie about a guy who is hired to go watch a young woman. Not watch, like watch, but to keep an eye on her. and kind of a babysitting job. And the young woman is like schizophrenic. She's got some mental issues going on. And he gets there and finds out he has to be tied up in this like thing that goes over your whole torso, and you're chained to this chain that's down in the basement, and you can only go so far, and only into certain rooms. It doesn't reach to like be able to go in her room and other places. But once he gets there, creepy things start to happen, and you start to question whether or not this stuff is really going on, or if people are just like fucking with people, or if there is some kind of like supernatural shit going on. There's a body in the wall. I'll try not to give everything away, but there's a body in the wall in the basement, and you got to figure out who was responsible for the death of this person. There's a lot of back and forth between the young woman and the guy who's there to supposedly be watching her, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It's again a very slow burn, and I wanted this movie to be more than it was. I felt they could have done a lot more with this one. I can't really recommend this one too much. I will say the acting was really good. The main guy in here did a fantastic job. The atmosphere was pretty decent throughout. There wasn't enough payoff on this one for me to really recommend checking this one out. I felt like it could have been better. Like it could have been so much more. But I don't know. You do get this creepy bunny with this little drumming bunny, like stuffed animal. And I don't know if it was detecting like evil, or if it knew when something bad was about to happen, or what the deal was. But that thing was fucking creepy. I'll say that. That was the scariest thing about this movie for sure. I don't know. I felt like they didn't really know what kind of movie they wanted to make with this one. Again, it wasn't necessarily a horror film to me. It was kind of just suspense here and there. It just fell a little bit short for me. I don't know. Again, I just wanted it to be more than it was. The ending was just kind of, I don't know. Towards the end, especially, you're like, did this shit really happen? Or are people just messing with people? I don't know for sure what exactly they were going for. But, I mean, if you guys have Shudder and you're looking for something to watch, I mean, it's worth a watch if you ain't got nothing else, I guess. But as far as Shudder originals go, this one and what was it, Superhost recently, I just didn't really care for. I don't know if that was an original or an exclusive or what. But anyways, yeah, that's Caveat. All right, this one just came in from 101 Films, so I have not had a chance to watch this one yet. I will report back to you guys on the next update, but this is available now. This is Sweetie, You Won't Believe It. I read a quick synopsis for you guys. What begins as a fishing trip with the boys quickly spirals out of control when they witness a mob hit in the forest, and that's just the beginning of this insane, violent, hilarious misadventure from Kazakhstan. It begins with a couple quarreling about baby names. It ends in a gory revenge and slapstick splatter in a seemingly indestructible one-eyed psychopath's cabin in the woods. In between what was supposed to be a calming fishing trip for three old friends to unwind in the woods, if only they hadn't witnessed a brutal murder by local mobsters. By the end, what is certain is they will learn about life's priorities. It's supposed to be a comedy, thriller, horror. I'm not too sure. There's your inside art. Again, this is available now. This actually came out on... Let's see. Maybe I can tell you guys when this came out. February 21st. And this is another UK release. And thank you, 101, for sending a actual legit release. Really appreciate that. I can add this to the collection. And yeah, I actually have the cover art to show everyone and all that good stuff. Here's the back as well. This includes, let's see, features. I don't see any features, actually. This is trying to find a year on here. I don't even see a year. I believe it's a 2021 film as well, though. Strong gory injury detail, violence, threat, and language. I gotta say, that's the first time I've ever seen strong gory injury detail. It's kind of strange. But yeah, thank you so much for sending this over. I'm definitely excited to check this out. I actually just got this in the mail like yesterday, so just haven't had a chance to throw it in yet. I'll definitely report back on this one. All right. Let's move on to the rest of the update. Start with a couple figures I got in. I can't remember if I showed this one, but I did get the House of a Thousand Corpses Spalding figure in from Trick or Treat Studios. Very, very awesome. I know they're coming out with a Showtime Baby Firefly, Rabbit Roastin' Otis, Rippin' Axe Professor, and Driller Killer Dr. Satan as well. So can't wait for those to come out. Fantastic piece here from Trick or Treat Studios. Absolutely just love this. I missed out on a lot of the early House of Thousand Corpses figures, which go for this like insane money now, and I'll just never be able to get. So I'm glad they're kind of re-releasing that line and being able to grab these at a decent price. Again, I can't remember if I showed this on the last update or not, so I do apologize for that. I think I showed it. I got like a box in the mail or something, so I do apologize for that. I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys that, but I did get in the Wolfman NECA figure as well. Very awesome packaging here. I love their packaging on these Universal Monsters. I had this one and Frankenstein so far. I believe they're going to end up doing all of them. I know the glare is going to be terrible. I do apologize for that. Very, very cool, awesome art on the inside. Very happy to add that to the collection as well. We'll set these guys over here off to the side. Let me just lean down there. All right, let's go. I don't know. Oh, by the way, guys, if you would, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. I know I forgot to say that at the beginning, but if you guys are still watching, definitely do that and help grow this channel so we can get more stuff in that we don't need and have to find room for. I am trying to get my room together here. I've got a few pictures hung up. I got the, let's see, Vinegar Syndrome, Vinegarland, and then I'm going Scream Factory all the way down the wall after that. Trying to kind of pick and choose which Scream Factory posters I want to put up. I have so many of them, they're not all going to fit. But like They Live is one of my favorite movies. Return of the Living Dead is awesome. Yeah, so what else did I have up there? Oh, Texas Chainsaw 2, my favorite chainsaw. So trying to really be picky on which ones go up. And I'll change them out around like Christmas, do like Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Black Christmas and all that. And then or Valentine's Day, I'll do, Valentine, my Bloody Valentine, and all that, and like the direct background. You guys don't even care, whatever. Anyways, let's go with, we'll start with Second Sight. Got a couple releases in from them. Finally got to end Lake Mungo. Been waiting for this for a while. Definitely excited to finally getting around to checking this out. I've heard some really good things about this film, and just a fantastic release from Second Sight. I have so much other stuff to watch that there's so many movies I want to watch in my collection. They got stuff in for review, or I'm trying to review like the Vinegar Syndrome titles or whatever the case, and I just don't get to other stuff that I really want to watch. But I'm definitely glad to have this in the collection. Very excited for this. All right, throat's getting really dry, itchy. All right. If you guys aren't following me on TikTok, please do so, because I'm starting to review over there a lot more on just single releases. I did one for a Madman and something else, and I get like way more views on there than I do on here. So I already got like probably 10 times the views of Madman on there than I do here on YouTube. Is what it is though. But yeah, definitely do that. Anyways, also from Second Sight, I got in Walkabout, another one I've been really wanting to check out. Very happy to have this edition. I know this was sold out for a while, and then came back, and yeah, just awesome edition from Second Sight. Absolutely love their releases. I don't know if I showed the side of Lake Mungo, but they all come with booklets, art cards, sometimes posters, I think, something like that. Let's see, Ridge's slipcase, perfect bound booklet with essays on and 3 art cards for Lake Mungo. And this one here, he gets a box set of only 3,000. I don't know if these are numbered. I don't see a number on here, but yeah, the rigid slipcase, walkabout source novel with exclusive new cover, softcover book, 65-page first draft script, softcover book with essays and stills and lobby card images. So just packed with extra goodies in there. All right, so that's from Second Sight. Let's move on to some Arrow Video stuff. Did pick up their new release from Orbit DVD, the Deadly Games. I think Diabolic had an exclusive slip where it's the dice on the front, which is more like this for the slipcover or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but hear really good things about this. This one has, is it Steve Rail's back in this one? Yeah, Steve Rail's back's in this one. I hear this is a fantastic film, so definitely excited for that one. And I did get in the Dune Steelbook, the original Dune, not the new one. I do have that new one on 4K, but this is the original. Brand new 4K restoration on this. This is a 3-disc edition, packed with bonus features. I'm not going to read everything, but yeah, awesome Steelbook from there. I think Diabolic, again, had exclusive artwork on this one. I know they get quite a few exclusives. Now, this copy of Dune, this thing's like a brick. This is massive. 4K release. That was a 4K release as well. Let's see. You get... I'm trying to see what else in here without actually opening it up because I just don't have time to open everything right now. But, yeah, another 3-disc edition. I think everything's the same except for the packaging, so you get your booklet and everything in here. Very, very awesome release from Arrow. Love their hardbox editions. And then the upgrade, the Donnie Darko. I believe this one had a replacement disc as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know what it is you need to do to get that replacement disc if I'm correct, because I don't remember. There's so many replacement discs nowadays that it's just really hard to remember. But this is a 2-disc set, 4K release, of course with the booklet, poster, all that good stuff like Arrow does. I don't think there's anything different really about this release aside from the 4K. It says new 4K restorations, and that's the only thing I see new in front of. So if you guys have the original release, you're probably good with that, but I'm just weird and just got to get the 4K. I just wish they would do different cover art on their 4K releases. Like Hills Have Eyes, I know was the same. American Werewolf in London, I know is the same. It's like if you're going to re-release it and make us buy it again, then at least give us some new cover art. I think this is different though, right? I don't know. I have to pull my other one out and see. But yeah, awesome release from Arrow Video. And then we have Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, on a Steelbook here. Again, I don't do a lot of Steelbooks, but this one's pretty cool. Love the artwork on here. Again, from Arrow Video. 4K scan of the original film elements, all that good stuff. So really cool release here. And then one I've been waiting on for like what seems like forever. Finally got this in the collection. This thing is a massive beast. That is the Battle Royale box set. Look at this shit. I mean, you guys have already seen this by now. I'm really late to getting this one. But, yeah, that's just insane. 4K Ultra HD, extended edition contents, Battle Royale original theatrical version, 4K and Blu-ray. Disc 2, you get the Battle Royale Special Edition Director's Cut on 4K and Blu-ray. Disc 3, you get Battle Royale 2 Requiem on Blu-ray, which I don't know if I've ever watched the second one. I love the first one. It's an absolutely amazing film. Disc 3, Battle Royale 2 Requiem Blu-ray. Disc 4, Battle Royale 2 Revenge Blu-ray. So, is that 3 different films? Is there 3 movies in this series? Let me know, because I don't know. I only know I've seen the first one. I do have the regular Blu-ray set of the first 2 in there. Or only 2. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with this franchise. I know I've seen the first one and absolutely loved it. So very happy to have this in the collection. This thing is just absolutely massive, though. Talking about shelf space. Wow, it's going to take up a lot. All right, Deep Red from Arrow on 4K. Another upgrade from the original release, packed full of features here. New 4K and restoration of the original 127-minute Italian version and the 105 export version from the original negative by Arrow Films. So anything new that it says on here looks like the same features as before. And then we got Deep Red with the alternate cover here, again in 4K. So I think the only different is the cover on that one. All right, moving on. You can never have enough copies of The Thing, one of the greatest horror films ever, if not just films in general. So I had to add the Steelbook to the collection. I love the simplicity of this art. This is probably the most simple art for The Thing that I've ever seen, but it works. It just works. I don't know. Very limited on features on here. You get a commentary with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, and the Thing Terror Takes Shape, outtakes and trailer. So pretty bare bones release. This is from. I thought this was Studio Canal, but I guess not. It just says Universal on it, so I don't know. VPRC, video packaging, something. Yeah, I think it's just a Universal release. So, but you can never have enough copies of the great films like The Thing, They Live, stuff like that. All right, and then finally. You guys saw when I did my John Carpenter 4K unboxing, I had the regular edition of this, and now we have the nice thick box set in the collection finally, so that's awesome. Same features as the Steelbook, unfortunately. But, yeah, it seems like there should be just way more features for this movie than that. But based on the story, who goes there? I always forget that. Yeah, nice box set. Now this is from Studio Canal. Right? Isn't it? I'm looking for it to say Studio Canal on here. I believe so. Why doesn't it say? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Could have swore this was a Studio Canal release. Anyways, it's another copy of The Thing. Make myself look just absolutely pathetic on camera. All right, let's move on to the stuff from the Black Friday stuff and everything from Dark Force. We got The Big Sweat, 1991. Don't know much about this one, but you got Maniac Cop in here, Robert Zedar. So that's cool. Let's see if I see him on the back there. I always like that guy. I feel like he passed away way too young, way too early. How much heat can one man take? Alright, then we have Butch Camp. I believe these were like limited, or they were on sale real cheap or something, or they were, I don't know. Swish and March Out. Don't know much about this one. Butch Camp. And then we have Forced Entry. I believe this is a brand new release from them. There's the inside art. I don't know if anybody was in this either. Let's see, recognizable names. And then we have a Stingray. Got the embossed car and stuff there. Get wrecked, get chased, get smashed, get it on. The big red hot one is in town. Cool. Don't know much about this one either. I mean, honestly, I don't know much about a lot of the movies that I buy. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to some of the shit that I get in. And then lastly, the big daddy is Fangs. Get the nice embossing where it says Fangs, the embossing on the snake on the back there. They slither, they slide, they crawl, and they kill. I just now noticed there was a skull in the eye. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool detail there. Mine did come a little bit damaged in the corner there. Nothing major. I kind of mentioned something on their Instagram. You know, they posted that these were available, order now, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, great release. Mine came a little damaged, a little sad about that, but, you know, still a great release. And they came back like, stop your crying, and if you want to say something, email us. And I'm like, you know, I was just bringing it up because I saw the post. Not a huge deal. Not gonna fucking cry about it. Anyways, I just thought it was kind of a rude reaction to what I said, but if that's the way you want to run your business, then whatever, man. Alright, finally got in Dead and Buried on 4K. Lenticular slip here from Blue Underground. And then, of course, you got to get Dead and Buried as well on 4K. Right? But if you get those, then you definitely got to pick up Dead and Buried on 4K with the lenticular slip. Why? I don't know, because it's hard to choose one. Right? They're all so cool that I love how even the spines have the different images. That's awesome. Blue Underground just does an amazing job with their 4K releases. So, yeah, very happy to have these in the collection. I think my favorite, the favorite's got to be the eye. You know, it's got to be. This is your classic artwork, and then that one's probably my least. I don't know. If I had to choose, yeah, that's probably it. I'm trying to find somewhere to set this stuff. All right, move on to some Scream Shout Factory stuff. We're 30 minutes in, and I still got wow. Okay, Shout Factory Transformers the movie on Steelbook. Again, don't really buy a lot of Steelbooks, but had to throw this one in the collection. It's just, you know, classic. Limited edition Steelbook with 4 exclusive art cards and new bonus features. 4K restoration, feature-length storyboards, featurettes, TV spots, audio commentary director, and story consultant, and stars Susan Blue. So, nice commentary track on there. Till All Are One, a comprehensive documentary looking back at the Transformers the movie with members of the cast and crew. Awesome release there from Shout Factory. Alright, I did an unboxing for these next two. I know a lot of people are excited for these releases. That is Alligator. And, of course, Alligator 2. I'm not going to really show a lot here. If you guys want more information on these, check out that unboxing video. I'll try to leave a card here up top to make it easy to find. But, yeah, I go over all the features, show you guys the menu screens, all that good stuff. Alright, I picked up the remake of Slumber Party Massacre. Why? I actually heard good things about it, so I'm intrigued. It's kind of weird that this was a sci-fi original and released by Shout Factory. It just, I don't know, just threw me off. But no reverse cover art or anything. But I hear this one's pretty good, so I look forward to checking that out. Also from Shout Factory, we got Home for the Holidays. Good Christmas time, Thanksgiving time. I can't remember when it took place. Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., and Bancroft. So great cast on here. Can't remember if I've seen this one or not, so yeah. It looks like Thanksgiving. I think I see a turkey on the back there, so. Alright, I'll check that out more towards the holidays. Maybe. If I remember that I have it. Next we have Stephen Dorff. That's the only name I know on here. God, Country, Family, Fight, Embattled. Which is actually good that I got this in the collection now because my son is on a fight movie kick, and you know we got a heavy bag in the garage, and he's going to classes, taking Muay Thai and all that. So he's all about the fighting stuff. So definitely glad to have this one in the collection. Not sure if there's reverse art because I haven't opened it yet. There's too much shit to go through. All right. Lastly, with the Shout Factory stuff, we got the Abbott and Costello Universal Pictures collection here. So we got 1950 to 1955, 1944 to 49, 40 to 43. It doesn't list all of the movies on here, I don't think, but you get hours of special features. Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters. Abbott and Costello Meet Castle Films. You get audio commentaries. You get trailers. 44-page booklet detailing the legacy of Bud and Lou at Universal. Definitely an awesome box set. 80th anniversary, 15-disc set. Number 92 in the Shout Select line. Alright, another one I picked up from Orbit. It is Creepshow Season 2. No slip, though. It didn't say with slip, so I kind of thought maybe they only came with a slip, but I just wasn't really paying attention. So, yeah, kind of disappointed I didn't get a slip, because I got one for the first one. I really love the slips of these Creepshows. But yeah, definitely excited to dive into this. Comes with like a little mini comic book and stuff. Yeah, I absolutely love the first season, so I'm definitely excited to dive into season 2. Alright, everything else is going to be Unearthed Films. Alright, a lot of releases from Unearthed Films here. So first we got Torched. Gutterballs and Live Feed. So it's from the same director as those two films. MVD visual. The inside. I don't know anything about any of these, so don't ask. We got 29 Needles. I know Unearthed does some really messed up stuff. The only one I had before this was a Serbian film. So, yeah, too extreme for mainstream. And then we have What the Waters Left Behind. Very interesting back cover there. Some interesting looking creatures. Your disc art on there. And then we have House of Forbidden Secrets. Some Things Should Stay Buried. This is a Todd Sheets film, who did that werewolf movie that I watched from Wild Eye. I can't remember the name of it. It was pretty good. Bonehill Road, I think. Yeah, Bonehill Road. Todd Sheets film. Kind of hard to see the images on the back. They're really dark. And I did get a couple screener links in from Unearthed to my email. I just haven't had a chance to watch them yet. I'll try to get to that before the next update and let you guys know about those films. And then maybe they'll start sending me some real ones for review. We'll see. Anyways, Deep Web. So up next, full-length extreme video. A horror anthology taken out of the headlines of the deep, dark web. Witness short films that will make your head turn and your toes curl. Definitely not for the squeamish. Yeah, I don't think anything the Unearthed releases is for the squeamish. They're definitely a very dark and disturbing releasing company. Alright, House of Flesh Mannequins. Again, too extreme for mainstream. Even the wildest beast knows mercy, but these are not beasts. Surreal, poetic, jarring, erotic, haunting, all of those things and more. Damn child-proof case. Threw me off. From the director of Red Crocodile and Doll Syndrome. And then this one, I do know about this one. This is Torment. One I've been wanting to check out for a really long time. An unpleasant execution and unsettling horror. It says Severed Cinema. That's the inside of that. And another one I've been wanting to check out for a long time, and I think I actually had this on DVD. I just never watched it. 2-disc collector's edition of Live Feed. This is one of their more popular releases here. 2-disc set. Both Blu-rays. It's a card in here. Get that back in your home there. Alright. Live Feed is a snake shoved down the throat of so-called horror film. An absolute awesome independent gore fest that delivers tons of red stuff. Sounds good to me. Then we have Bloodshock. Very interesting cover. This looks like a black and white film here. Man, we're at like 40 minutes. Holy crap. This one I've heard pretty good things about. This is Song of Solomon. This looks really messed up. I remember seeing the trailer to this too. It looked very fucking disturbing. Limited collector's edition. When the song is finally sung, Lucifer will be unleashed. In this critic's opinion, better than The Exorcist, says Spencer Abbott from House of Tortured Souls. Always love like religious-based horror and stuff. Anyway, here's Red Crocodile that we mentioned earlier from the same director. Destroy the body to calm the mind. This trailer looks so freaking insane. I have no idea what to make of this. Yeah, see, from the director of our House of Flesh Mannequins, so which we already covered. And then we have Atraz? Not really sure. The most graphic and goriest film ever made in Mexico. Mexican horror film here. I don't know how to pronounce this either. It was one we just had the card for. This is a Ryan Nicholson film. 20 students, 20 hours, 20 horrible ways to die. Famine? Famine? Wow. Just big print on the back there. Extras. Still Gallery, Unearthed Trailers. 2 years after a high school prank that nearly killed popular teacher Mrs. Ballsack during the school's annual famine, the graduating class of sloppy secondary tried to forget the incident and decided to hold a 24-hour famine in hopes of making an annual event again. It isn't long before the students and staff start turning up dead at the hands of a killer masquerading as the school's mascot. I do remember the trailer for that now. It looks pretty damn good, to be honest. I really want to check that one out. Sacrifice. American Guinea Pig. Sacrifice. That was like the first movie I ever saw from Unearthed was the American Guinea Pig. And at the time, I just thought it was really boring. I didn't see a point in it. It was gory and everything, but I don't know. It just wasn't for me. So we'll see if any of these are any better. Life Hurts More Than Death. I know I just kind of pick and choose what I want to read the synopsis of. This one here I hear nothing but great things about. That is The Untold Story. I believe I watched trailers to all these. That's why they're in the collection. Get a little booklet here and a little sticker maybe. Yeah, I hear nothing but great things about this. This is Unearthed Classics. In 1978 in Hong Kong, a grisly murder takes place 8 years later on a Macao beach. Kids discover the severed hands of a fresh victim. A squadron of course happy-go-lucky cops investigate. The suspicion falls on Wong Chi Hang, the new owner of the Eight Immortals restaurant, famous for its delicious pork buns. I'm just going to stop reading there. Yeah, you find some body parts and someone owns a restaurant, so. I do remember the trailer to this, too. It looks absolutely nuts. Alright, lastly, guys, we made it to the end. We got Nightwish. Here's the back of that. I should see if there's anything inappropriate before I show the back. In your dreams, no one can hear you scream. So taking a line from aliens there and space. No one can hear you scream. Alright, so you get a booklet with this one as well. Wow. That's good. Let's show that. Ooh, wow. Anyways, yeah, looks a little better than that, huh? Looks like a pretty cool, weird effect there. Like I say, I know I watched trailers to all these, but some of them I just don't really remember too much. This image there. That guy's not creepy looking at all. Sure, he's a good fella. Alright, that's going to do it, guys. That's it. About 45 minutes. Cool. Not too bad. I will have more for you guys here very shortly. Let me know what you guys think of any of these pickups. Which one's your favorite? Are you guys fans of Battle Royale? Would you like to see that come back? I know there's been a lot of movies influenced by that. Like, you can really tell a lot of big mainstream movies. I'm not going to mention what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Kind of taken from that. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here and go spend some more time with my kid on his birthday. And yeah, thank you for stopping by the channel. Appreciate the support. And you guys have a wonderful weekend, day, night, evening, whatever it is when you're watching this video. Enjoy the rest of it. And as always, peace, love, and happiness